Hi guys, I am out here spreading some mushroom compost at the bottom of these tomatoes here, and you can see how I've just sort of encompassed them or made a nice little circle around them, and you can tell a difference in the soil that was already here, and this nice dark mushroom compost. So, got some more down here. I really just chose to do this whole strip, and you can see how tiny this one is. This one's really going to lag behind, but I'm just going to keep it going because it's not in the best spot anyway. It's right in the corner, and it's right by this dryer vent, which I don't really dry a lot of clothes in the summer anyway, but it's just not in the best location because this step is going to block a lot of the evening sun, so it struggles to catch up, but I'm just going to let it roll. Now, I've also put some over here. Look how nice and dark this is. And you can see the soil quality that I have here, and I really need to, after this season and this is all pulled, I need to concentrate on improving my soil here. And I've got some in here. I don't think you can really see it. I just sort of threw it back here by the step. But these cucumbers are coming up along our step here real nicely. Starting to climb on their own. Love that. I might need to finagle some of that a little bit. And here, I've got some more over here, and I've just sort of made circles around it. Here I've got two stems. Oh, I forgot this one here. I'll come back and do that. And I pushed some more over here by this lovely little zucchini plant in the back. I've got a few, like here's a zucchini right here that are going. I like them when they're really small though and really tender. I don't really care for yellow squash, but I do love the dark green or the black zucchini. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. It's over here. Hey, this is Simone. This is the natural organic mushroom compost. I want to say this was maybe $4 or $5 at Home Depot. And all you do is circle around or layer around it. And now I'm just going to water. I'm going to water, I'm going to leave it, I'm going to go to work, I'm going to let nature do what nature does. Looking over here, these are the peppers that we cut and started to bush out. And you can see right here, this one's really starting to bush out a little bit for us. You can see they're no longer leaves. They're starting to have other little segments or sprouts that, of course, would make that start to bush out. Let's go back here because I also put some mushroom compost back here on these peppers as well. And when I started this bed, I put the majority of that bag back here right up next to like the melon and the rows of corn to kind of give that a little bit of a head start. But you can see here how again I've encompassed this, and you can see the offshoots starting right there. Look at these look really, really nice. Look at all the offshoots on that. And this is also why I chose to put some mushroom compost around these peppers. And you can see the soil quality back here really needs to be worked on, as I sort of went through some personal issues and didn't really concentrate so much on the soil but just the gardening part. Now I need to actually really give back to the soil and focus on that now that some of my personal issues are out of the way, so I can kind of give back to the earth a little bit that's constantly and always giving to me. I probably need to put a little bit of compost here. I talked about this before in another video on when you direct sow your tomato seeds, or any seeds really, but particularly the tomatoes, you're going to see these roots because you are directly sowing that seed and it is staying there You're not transplanting it elsewhere. Therefore, you have no control to bury it deeper. So you are going to see these roots. And it's not a big deal. It happens to me every year. I get a lot of production off of the tomatoes, and everything is just fine. Oh, here's the other thing that I wanted to show you guys. This is that cauliflower that they came up, and I had one still remaining right here that I was going to see if I could actually salvage. Well, they got that last night, so I'm going to pull that. I'm going to put this in the compost pile, and I'm going to take the knowledge forward that I really have to protect these, and I think it's from groundhogs. And I have the broccoli variety of them over here, so I already pulled that because there was absolutely nothing at all that I could salvage here. And I started to put like a little bit of my tomato leaf cuttings over the carrots, and I'm finding that the groundhogs do not like the smell of those tomato leaves. And I just put them on just a little bit, just enough to get the smell, but I want the light to go through. And I mean, look, they haven't really eaten the tops of these in about a week, so that might be a good little fix for me. But what I had started to say was over here with this cauliflower, I have all winter to sort of research and see what I should do different, how I can manage them not eating that, if I need to buy some screening, or if I just need a different location. But a lot of the times in the winter, I will just go ahead and YouTube this, see what you guys have to say, see what, has worked for you guys, or I'll just go ahead and research it, and go from there. So right now, what I'm trying to say is I don't have time to do this right now. Everyone's in the thick of their gardens, they're working, they're doing whatever they need to do. Ooh, look at this watermelon. So I usually take the winter to sort of step back and think, okay, this worked. Clearly, I mean, this is a good example of this. This watermelon is working very well without much help from me. It's vining on its own. I don't have to pollinate everything. It's sort of a self-sufficient plant. I like the location that it's in. So I can take this knowledge forward and think, well, okay, I can repeat this again. This isn't going to be a problem. Here we've got two right here together. But these cantaloupe that I was so excited about, I have to train these. I'm up out here constantly trying to maneuver these. I don't see any pollination at all on them. So another one of my winter tasks might be, okay, how do I attract more pollinators? What are the best flowers to do that in the garden? We know a lot of the times, that's marigolds to detour certain things, but I also want to know what is the best in a cheap seed form, because I don't really want to have to go to the greenhouse. I like the total control of the seed and the seed packets. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Love you. Please subscribe if you would.